Only people were so tiresome in not letting them know, and then they went on sending, and people get annoyed at being sent to a place that had, perhaps, been let some time. Mrs. Robinson paused for some much-needed breath and then continued, "We thanked him and said that we quite understood it would probably be no good, but that we should like an order all the same, just in case. And we went there straight away in a taxi, for, after all, you never know. Number 4 was on the second floor, and just as we were waiting for the lift, Elsie Ferguson, she's a friend of mine, Captain Hastings, and they are looking for a flat too, came hurrying down the stairs. 'Ahead of you for once, my dear,' she said, 'but it's no good, it's already let.' That seemed to finish it. But, well, as John said, the place was very cheap. We could afford to give more, and perhaps if we offered a premium. A horrid thing to do, of course, and I feel quite ashamed of telling you, but you know what flat hunting is." I assured her that I was well aware that in the struggle for house room the baser side of human nature frequently triumphed over the higher, and that the well-known rule of dog eat dog always applied. So we went up, and would you believe it, the flat wasn't let at all. We were shown over it by the maid, and then we saw the mistress, and the thing was settled then and there. Immediate possession and £50 for the furniture. We signed the agreement next day, and we are to move in tomorrow." Mrs. Robinson paused triumphantly. "And what about Mrs. Ferguson?" asked Parker. "Let's have your deductions, Hastings." "Obvious, my dear Watson," I quoted lightly. "She went to the wrong flat." "Oh, Captain Hastings, how clever of you!" cried Mrs. Robinson admiringly. I rather wished Poirot had been there. Sometimes I have the feeling that he rather underestimates my capabilities. The whole thing was rather amusing, and I propounded the thing as a mock problem to Poirot on the following morning. He seemed interested and questioned me rather narrowly as to the rents of flats in various localities. "A curious story," he said thoughtfully. "Excuse me, Hastings, I must take a short stroll." When he returned about an hour later, his eyes were gleaming with a peculiar excitement. He laid his stick on the table and brushed the nap of his hat with his usual tender care before he spoke. "It is as well, mon ami, that we have no affairs of moment on hand. We can devote ourselves wholly to the present investigation." "What investigation are you talking about?" "The remarkable cheapness of your friend's, Mrs. Robinson's, new flat." "Poirot, you are not serious." "I am most serious. Figure to yourself, my friend, that the real rent of those flats is £350. I have just ascertained that from the landlord's agents, and yet this particular flat is being sublet at £80. Why? There must be something wrong with it. Perhaps it is haunted, as Mrs.